And we will just start to inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale back out of the nose. Following my voice today and asking yourself, though, what you need. So if there's something that I offer that doesn't align or doesn't feel right today, please modify it. Please do what's suitable for you. We might step up to the mat for the physical practice, for the way that it looks, the way that it feels in our body, but really start to tune inward of what do you need today? What do you need on that emotional level? This is your space to let go and release. What do you need on that mental level of making space of your thoughts, of decluttering? So putting that to-do list to the side, decluttering your negative thoughts. What good are they actually doing? And at times, as we move through our physical practice, if there's something that doesn't align with you, just change it up or listen to my cues. Most importantly, being safe. Safe with the body, our knees, our hips, our joints. And then asking yourself what you need in that space and in that time. So set your intention for your practice. Inhaling through the nose and then maybe state it out loud or say it in your head. And then exhale, reaffirm whatever that intention is for today. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed and start to move through some neck rolls by just rocking the chin from side to side across that collarbone. And then maybe allowing the ear to come over to one shoulder and finding a bit more length in the neck. And then gently scooping the head to the other side, ear to shoulder, finding some length in that neck. Bring it over towards the other side, but then this time look down towards your wrist, just changing the sensation here. Looking down towards that wrist and dropping the opposite shoulder down as well. And then gently bring the head back to center, scoop it over towards the other side, ear to shoulder, and then look towards the wrist. And gently bring it back to neutral. Look up towards the sky, find length through your larynx, all the way down into towards the chest here. Drop your bottom jaw down, sigh it out of the mouth. And then tuck your chin over or back down towards your chest. Still dropping the shoulders down as you do so. Let's do that one more time. Lift the head up, look up towards the sky. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Now I want you to move through this more like a cat and cow. So the next time you lift up, maybe even think about taking your elbows wide. And the next time that you tuck your chin, you're going to round the spine, hollow out, drawing your navel to your spine. Think of your cat pose. Yeah, move through that. Be safe with the neck as you tilt the head forward and back. Not going past our edge, that physical edge. And at any time, if this is too much, you could even just take it to a seated cat and cow with the hands down and not having to open and close so much, and just lift the heart and round the spine if that's enough. Try to do 2 more rounds with your own breath. Especially for any of us that have been seated at a desk and rounding or driving or just holding tension in those spaces. And now you'll make your way into your tabletop to come through your full cat and cow. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip width distance apart. Do a little peek between the thighs first. So a little look between the thighs. Make sure there's space between the thighs and that your big toes aren't touching. Take your toes directly behind your heels. Cat and cow, lift your heart, arch in the back. Nice. Round the spine, tuck your chin. Let's do one more together. Inhale, lift your heart, drop the belly, arch in the back. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin. And then move through that with your own breath. I love that some of you have kept the eyes closed, that reminder that your practice is internal. We don't step up to the mat to look good. We step up to the mat to feel good, to tune into our body. You all look beautiful. You don't need to have that other added worry here on your mat. For me in my practice, it's an intimate practice. It's the time where I feel most like myself, actually. So change the dialogue internally. Speak kind to yourself. Move through 2 more rounds of your cat and cow. Get out of your comfort zone. The next time that you come to your cow, I want you to stick your tongue out. I'll do it with you. I'll close my eyes so I'm not watching. And then round your spine, tuck your chin, come into cat. Do that one more time. Lift your heart to cow. Drop the tongue out for your lion's breath. And then round your spine, tucking your chin. I'm having a little dialogue with myself in my head that I just had a Snickers bar and just really hoping that that was an appealing image on the screen. I hope you have a laugh with that. All right, you're gonna tuck your toes and lift up to your downward facing dog. And I know you're gonna crave a Snickers after that. I haven't had one, I feel like, in at least 2 years, and got it out of my system right before this class. So hopefully it gives me some energy. All right, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, walk your dog. And then pause right there in your downward dog. Press your chest towards the back of your mat. Allow the head to be between your biceps. Imagining as if someone was coming around and gently guiding your shoulders back for you. Drop them down, make some space in your shoulders. Inner creases of your elbows mirror each other inwards. And because I can't see everyone's form, make sure you press through your L shape of your palm, that index finger and thumb. We'll pick up our right leg and step it between our hands at the top of our mat and lower your back knee down. Coming into your crescent lunge, modified crescent. Front knee is above your ankle. Yeah, inhale, lift up, arms up. We're gonna stay here, bend into your elbows, find goddess, squeeze your shoulder blades. Just the upper body moves. Inhale, arms up. Get nice and long. Exhale, bend into your elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up through those pecs. 2 more, inhale, arms nice and long. Exhale, bend into your elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades back. 1 more, inhale, arms nice and long. Exhale, bend, maybe even lift your heart slightly, look up to the sky, only if your back allows you to go there. Soften your jaw again, just like you did in that throat chakra opening. Yes, love seeing that. Lift your heart back to center, and then exhale, hands down towards the earth to frame your front foot. Left hand's going to stay to the inside of your foot. Right arm is going to reach up for a twist. You're twisting in the direction of that bent knee. Ask yourself if you're overextending that top arm. Can you line it up with your shoulder so shoulders are stacked? Reach through your fingertips like there's a string on the middle finger. Soften your jaw again. And now on your exhale, you're going to bring that hand down to the inside of your front thigh, to your knee. And press your knee away slightly until you roll onto the edge of your foot. So it should be right hand presses knee away. You might come onto the edge of the foot, keeping the ankle neutral. And now look up towards the sky in that same direction we took the hand. Up towards the right. Yeah. Rotate from the sternum, less from the shoulders. Sorry, less from the hips. Rotate with sternum, the middle of the chest. If there's any pressure on your knee, come out of this, or any pressure on your ankle. 3 more breaths. Exhale out of the mouth. 1 more. I lied, actually. 1 more. I said 3 and I counted 2 in my head. Bring that foot back to the earth. Bring your hands to frame your foot. Step back into plank and take your plank nice and wide. So widen those feet. Navel pulls in. Yes, beautiful, strong plank. I can see those gorgeous shoulders. Navel draws into your spine. Think as if you're balancing something on that low back. 1 more breath. Nice. Exhale, press back down dog. Walk your feet a little closer, and then we'll pick up the left leg this time and step it through. We'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So lower your back knee down. Knee above ankle. Inhale, arms up. Find crescent. Exhale, bend into your elbows. Goddess arms. Yes, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, spread and broaden those shoulders. Squeeze that pencil. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend into your elbows. Stay here or option to look up. Find a little heart opener. If there's too much compression in your spine, you know you can come back to right where we started. Soften that jaw again. That's the first place that's holding tension. Lift your heart back to center. Bring your hands down to frame your foot. Right hand stays down, left arm travels up to the sky. Find your twist. Hug your front knee in towards your chest. And allow that extended palm to face the side of the room so that you're relaxing the wrist as well. Get a little taller, reach through the top fingertips. Keep hugging that front knee in. And then exhale. We're going to bring that hand to the inside of your knee, press the knee away, rotate with your heart, coming into your hip opener. Soften the jaw again, find that alignment from the base of your spine up towards the top of your crown. You should be rotating with the chest to the left this time. If I got my rights and lefts, yeah, okay, that worked on the screen. If I got my rights and lefts right today. Let's just confuse you more and add in another right in there. Couple more breaths. Anytime it's too much, you could always come back to where we started. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, big sigh. Lower the hand. Step yourself back into your plank. Nice and wide in your plank again. Option to lower to the knees if you need to. Take a modified plank. 4 breaths, nice and strong in your core. Press through your heels. Imagine this line from heels to the top of the crown. Look to the top edge of your mat. Try not to drop the head. Yes. Press back down dog. Come into your first full vinyasa. Option to bring the feet a little bit closer if that feels good for your sacrum. Forward into high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana as you bend into your elbows, lower all the way to the earth. Option to move from the knees. Baby cobra as you lift your heart. In a well-deserved child's pose, press back. Balasana, child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Child's pose is there to reset the spine. Arms can be long, or hands can be together. Wherever you landed, be safe with the spine. Breathe into that space. And then we'll all meet back in tabletop. Having a little bit of play with the direction on our mat today. We'll step our left foot forward between our hands. Tuck the toes, that back foot, lift your knee so that you're in that full runner's lunge. Right hand stays on the earth, left arm reaches in your twist. We were just here. Open up through that beautiful twist. And then exhale, bring the hand to the inside of your foot this time. Change directions on your mat. Sweep across the long edge of your mat. Come all the way to the back of your mat so your right foot's the new front. Bend into your right knee. Back heel is lifted, back knee is lifted. Left hand down, right arm reaches. Yeah, you got it on the screen. So you're still going in that same direction. Reach a little taller through your top fingers. Exhale, lower the hand down to the inside of your foot. Change directions again. Come to the top of your mat, but this time step forward. Stay in your forward fold, head down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. And exhale, forward fold. Grab a hold of opposite elbow. Take a little sway from side to side. Swaying through the shoulders more so than the hips if you can. Dropping that head down, allowing the shoulders and the elbows to be heavy as well. Nice. And then exhale, hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And exhale, forward fold. Step back with your left foot this time, finding your runner's lunge. I hope I did that correctly and changed directions. Left hand down, right arm reaches in your twist. Close twist. So reaching in the direction of that front knee. Hug that front knee in. Keep bending in that front knee as well, making sure it doesn't go past the big toe. Back heel is lifted. Soften your jaw. Exhale the hand down to the inside of your foot. You know what's coming next. Change direction, sweep across the long edge of your mat. Stay low here. Left knee is the front now. Right knee and right heel is lifted. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches. Open up for your twist. Opening up through that top arm. Brenda, switch hands. Yeah. Get a little taller through the tips of your fingers. Bring the hand back down to the inside of your foot. Sweep across the long edge of your mat. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. And exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. Sit into Uttanasana chair pose, your expression of it. Bums down, chest open, arms extend. Sit in your chair. Nice and active through your inner thighs, like you're holding your yoga block there. A little bit of work just for the upper body. Hold your chair. You're going to take the arms out in front, palms face down, and little pulses just with the upper body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Open the arms. Bring it to close. Open the arms wide to a T. Bring it to close. Last one, you got this. Open wide. Bring it to close. Hands to prayer. Exhale, forward fold, right back down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Hop it or step it back into your plank. A little bit of fun if you're hopping, but be safe on the spine again. Take your Vinyasa from Chaturanga Dandasana. Lifting up to Cobra or Up Dog, only if your spine is ready for it. Relax those shoulders back. And then your choice of rest. Is it Child's Pose, Table, or Down Dog? Your choice. Okay, because you love that flow on your mat, changing directions, we're doing it again. You are going to step your left foot forward this time. Left foot forward. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches in your twist. Bring that hand this time to the small of the back as you bend into your elbow and bring the hand towards your pocket. Keep lifting with your top shoulder. Rotate with the heart. And then on your exhale, bring that hand down to the earth. And this time, take it to the inside of your foot. Pivot on your back foot until it lands on the earth. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. So reversing or opposite direction, revolving your twist here. So left hand down, right arm opens. Yes. And then option to bring the hand to the small of the back. So we're twisting away from the front knee this time. Stay nice and low in this low lunge. Knee is above front ankle. Back foot is aligned with the short edge of your mat. Think of warrior bee foot stance. And then exhale, bring that hand back to the top of your mat. Change direction, sweep across the long edge of your mat. Your right knee is the new front. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches in your twist. Take that hand to the small of the back. So right foot is on the earth at the top of your mat. Brenda, switch legs. Yeah. Back knee is lifted, back heel is lifted. And then on your exhale, you're going to lower that hand down to the inside of your front foot, pivot on your back foot so that the left foot is aligned with the short edge of your mat now. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches, opening your twist away from your front knee. Always have that option to bring the hand to your block. And then option, yes, I love that some of you've gone there, bringing hand to the small of the back. Take one more breath here. Exhale the hand down to the earth, change directions, come back to the top of your mat, step forward. Stay in your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back this time. We're adding on here. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches. We're not staying as long in this twist. Exhale, lower that hand down. Excuse me for a sec. And then reversing your twist so that hand comes to the inside of your foot. Lower your back foot down again so it's aligned with the short edge of your mat. So it should be left hand to the inside of your foot, right arm reaches up. Some of us will stay here, or we have this option to progress to our half moon. If you have a yoga block handy, place it in front of your big toe. Transfer your weight into your front leg. Move your right hand, so the hand that's on the ground right now, to your block. Left hand's going to stay on your left hip and see if you can float that back leg off for your half moon. Hips are stacked. Back leg lifts and the foot is flexed. You also have an option to come into a standing splits instead. Yes, Brenda, flex that foot. Take that leg longer. Rotate with your chest to the left of the room, left side. Left arm can reach up to the sky now. That's part of your practice. Yes. Look to the top of your mat, step forward. Forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And instead of changing directions, we're just going to step back with right foot this time. Right foot steps back, right hand comes to the earth. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Find that beautiful twist to start. Reach a little longer. Exhale, hand to the inside of your foot. Plant the back foot down, change hands. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Back foot's aligned with the short edge of your mat. Move your yoga block to the top of your mat. Weight moves forward as well. Float your right leg off for your half moon. Hips are stacked and that hip is open to the side of your room. So option to float that leg. Like you're holding up that back wall. Find a bit more length from your crown to the base of your spine. Or you could take a standing splits version of this. Brenda, bend back into your left knee a bit more. And then we'll all make our way back to the top of our mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a big sigh out of the mouth because I know that was a lot of tension, a lot of fire. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Your choice if you want to finish with the vinyasa, stepping back to your plank or hopping back to your plank. Chaturanga from the knees or the toes, your choice. Lower all the way to the earth. Lift your heart all the way up towards the sky. Maybe you're coming into your up dog, press through the tops of the feet, lift the knees. If that's part of your practice, relax those shoulders down. Head stays above heart. So I'm dumping it all the way back. Keep your head lifted. And then exhale, press back to table and take your legs out in front as you come to seated. Okay, if you need to grab a drink or anything, you can. Just take a little rest here. If you have a yoga strap, you might want it for this next posture. We will bring our right foot into the mat so that the knee is towards our chest. So from our legs long, right foot plants on the mat, right knee to chest. Staying on that same side, right arm is going to reach up to the sky. Bring it to the inside of your thigh and reach for your extended leg, nice and long. Wrap that arm around your knee or your shin, and then maybe use your strap here. So we're working more into the shoulders. So right hand up, right hand to the inside of your thigh. Hug the ankle, knee, or the shin, whatever's available, and take your left hand behind your spine and see if you can come into a bind. Look over your left shoulder. Option to use your strap or just have that sensation right now with the little press of the back of the arm into your thigh. Keep your head nice and proud though. So what we should start to feel is more space through right shoulder blade. If you need more, you're going to press your right forearm into the inside of your right thigh. Keep the knee where it's at. Exhale, come back to center and change the direction of your twist. Left arm's going to hug that knee. Right arm comes to the back of your mat, looking over your right shoulder, closed twist. On your exhale, bring your torso back to center. Cross that same ankle over top of your thigh. So right ankle over top of left thigh. If that's not available, you can bring the foot to the inner thigh. We're going to press that knee down towards the earth, finding half lotus. So you're working into the top glute and hip. Some of us will stay here if that's enough for your hip opener. Your next option is to take the extended leg and cross it in so that you're stacking your knee above your ankle, other knee, ankle above knee. So seated fire log. That's how you're stacking your legs if it's available to you. If not, please do not force it because this is already enough of a big hip opener. Line up your shoulders and line up your hips to the top corners of your mat. Maybe lean forward, relax the shoulders back down though if you do so. Maybe bring hands to blocks. Or one of my favorites is just bringing that elbow to the top thigh and gently pressing it down and resting my chin. This may be one of the longer poses we've held today, so you use your breath in and out of the nose. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And we'll slowly roll out of it, uncrossing that leg, take a forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold, reach for your toes, allow the head to be heavy. Can you come back to that silliness like we did in our lion's breath? Shake it out, get silly or stick your tongue out. Life doesn't need to be so serious, and nor does our yoga practice. Okay, let's do the other side. As we roll up, we'll bring our left foot with us. Plant your left foot into the mat, knee to chest. Marianachana C, we're going to take our left arm up towards the sky. Reach the inside of your thigh, reach far towards your toes, and then wrap that arm around the knee or the shin or whatever is accessible. And then we'll take the right hand to the spine, maybe grabbing our strap. coming into a bind, or just sitting up tall here. Remember, this is opening the shoulder. So press the forearm into the inner thigh. Find a bit more length from your tailbone to your crown, and then relax that jaw down. Stay here for one more breath. Coming out of the twist, going the opposite direction, hugging that knee in. So it should be right hand wraps the knee. The left hand comes to the back of your mat. Look over your shoulder. Maybe even make a tent with the hand. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And as you come out of your twist, cross that ankle over top of thigh. Option to take that extended leg in for a seated fire log or keep the leg long. Sitting up tall again through the spine, squaring your hips. And then if you need more, leaning forward from the hips. And if we're bringing our elbow to a thigh, make sure we keep our weight even in both legs still as well. If your mind is wandering, which most likely it's not, I hope not in this pose, because hope it's enough of a release, enough of a hip opener. Come to your breath, count the length of your breaths in and out. Maybe think about what we're going to have for dinner later, if that's going to distract you. Think of something that you're grateful for today. Breathe into that top hip. Some of us may even feel it in the bottom hip. 2 long breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, side out with me. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, side out. Rolling out of it, uncrossing that leg. Take both legs long to the top of your mat. Sit up tall through your spine. Find your forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Allow the head to relax down between the biceps. Shake it out. No, no, no. Or come back to your little laugh, your cry, whatever. Everything is welcome here on your mat. Be silly. Get out of your comfort zone. And you're all muted. So if you need to laugh or swear, I can't even hear you. Okay, as you roll all the way out of that, you're going to bring your hands to face the back of your mat. Fingertips are going to face the back of the mat. Lift your heart, slightly tilt your head back. Don't dump it back. Just lift the heart and lift the head. Reverse plank here. Hands come on the ground if you can. And if if the mat's not available, you could bring your hands to your blocks. Take 1 more big heart opener like that. Come back upright, hug your knees into your chest, find rabbit pose from seated. Tuck your chin down. We're going to repeat that 1 more time. Take your hands back of your mat, palms down, fingertips face away. Legs nice and long. You can either stay here, or if it feels safe, you're going to lift your sit bones off. Press through your heels, point your toes, lift your sit bones off. So lift your bum off the mat, squeeze your glutes, slightly drop the head back. Think of your flash dance pose here. I think all of us should know that reference. 4 breaths. See some belly laughs, and I love it. Think of that big bucket of water being dropped on you because we had a fiery practice today. And then exhale, sit back down, come into rabbit pose, tucking your chin, hugging your knees one more time. And my lame jokes probably came with some cursing or some grunts, and I'm okay with that. Scoot your bum to the center of the mat, finding the Vasana, your boat pose. You're going to take your arms out in front, but the heels are going to stay down. You're slowly going to lower to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. I appreciate that some of you are actually nice and slow. If I was joining you for that, it would have been done at 5. Take your arms overhead, interlace your hands, flip your palms, point your toes, get nice and long through the body after everything that we've done today, after all of those twists. You might even feel a little good to move to the right, maybe rights. Reach to the right and then get that, left body twist. Wow. Left side body opener. No more twists. We're done twists. And then reach over to the other side, get that side body opener. Thank goodness class is done because I'm slurring my words again. And come back to center. Draw your knees to your chest. Give your sacrum a little massage and rocking side to side. Hands on top of your knees. Take your knees wide towards your armpits. Just widening here. Think of your baby pose, but instead of the soles of feet to the sky, just allow yourself to hang out here. Yeah, maybe roll through the ankles a few times or point and flex the feet. And then option to do the rock again from side to side. You bring your feet back to the earth. Allow your knees to fall to the long edges of your mat, soles of feet together, into your butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. Interlace your hands behind your neck and then press through your elbows to find openness in your chest. It's okay if the elbows float off the earth. You could always take your arms out to goddess, elbows bent instead if they're not pressing to the earth. Find this line of energy from the pubic bone up towards your heart and up into the throat. And feel as if you're drawing your pranayama, your breath, in from that space of the pubic bone into the nose and then back into the belly. Or any other visual you wish to use to come back into this sacred space. And then when you feel ready, you're going to take your legs long to the top of your mat. Take your hands back down by your sides. Find your version of Shavasana. Settling in. Finding this length through the spine again. And coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Repeating it to yourself in your mind. Practice is a reminder to be more present, reminder to use more positive thoughts than negative. I hope that today you spoke to yourself kindly on your mat. When any frustrating or negative thoughts or images came in your mind, you allow them just disappear. And I hope that you take that practice with you off your mat. When those negative thoughts come up, how can you change them to a positive? And just as the saying goes, you are what you eat, you become what you think. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your choice of words. And anything that feels out of reach right now, anything that's unattainable, what would it feel like if you already had that place, that thing, or that attribute already? You already have everything you need and everything you wish to become. Om Shanti Shanti. Om. If you have the time and space to stay longer today on your mat, please do so. If you are ready to move, start to bring movement through toes and fingers. Maybe even a gentle rock of the head, no. And then slowly roll to a favorite side, close practice. A moment to pause before we come up, just thanking our body, thanking our breath or pranayama, and thanking our emotional body today. Extend your top leg and use your top hand to press you up to seated. Hands at our heart for gratitude for this practice today, gratitude for our community, and gratitude for making time for self-care. Thumbs to Anja Chakra, middle of our forehead for our kind thoughts. To our mouth and our throat, Vishuddha, for speaking our truth, our kind words. And back to our heart space, Anahata, for kindness and compassion. Thank you all for joining me today. It was an honor to lead you through your practice from my heart to yours. Put a little love in your heart. Namaste.